Hey, what's up guys, TBL here, coming back at you with some Call of Duty Black Ops 2 gameplay footage on the Wii U. That's right, us Nintendo guys have this game too. And hold up, before we take another step forward with this commentary, I just wanted to issue the biggest thank you and shout out to Thunder for allowing me to upload this video on his community gaming channel. It's such a great opportunity for small channels like mine to get a little bit more exposure, maybe even pick up a couple of extra subscribers. So again, massive shout out to you, Thunder, and thank you so much for the opportunity. Hopefully your audience doesn't mind a Nintendo guy being thrown into the mix. Alright, now before we get into the topic of this video, I feel I should preface this match a little bit. It's a basic domination in Black Ops 2, right here in the slums. This is one of my favorite maps in Black Ops 2 because it's really friendly towards SMGs. There's a whole lot of run and gun action that goes on here, which is right up my alley. For this match, I am running with a few friends here. Hopefully we can hold down the fort. But what I wanted to talk to you guys about today is a question concerning the future of Call of Duty. And that question is, are we as a community ready for Call of Duty Advanced Warfare? Now this particular question is one that's been on my mind quite a bit over the last few days. And I believe it deals heavily with the fact of whether or not we as a community are ready to move on from the current Call of Duty Ghosts, to the future, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Of course, the current game in the series is Call of Duty Ghosts. And honestly, I don't think I'd be too far off the mark if I said that most of the Call of Duty community doesn't really like that game. Even so much so that that might be a severe understatement. I mean, personally speaking, Ghosts is really off and on for me. There are a few things I love about it, like the return of Marathon, the return of the Specialist class, and some of the DLC Specialty Care Package streaks are absolutely amazing. If you guys haven't played as the Death Mariachi yet, I recommend that you stop what you're doing right now and go try to pick that up. It's so fun. But then on the other hand, this is a very large other hand, there are so many things that infuriate me about Call of Duty Ghosts. Whether it's bad spawns, which seems to be a trademark of Infinity Ward games, completely bland weapons and kill streaks. The Helo Pilot is probably the worst high-level kill streak I have ever had the misfortune of using in any Call of Duty game. Or the fact that the game is so overrun by campers that you literally have to run sit-rep, dead silence, and ping just so you don't get caught off guard by that dude sitting in the corner of a room directly behind you with a light machine gun M27 IAR with a suppressor and an IR scope. Not to mention the 2 IEDs he has set up around the room and the guard dog that he's got sitting next to him waiting for you to walk in. Like literally, that's pretty much Call of Duty Ghosts in a nutshell nowadays, at least on the PS4, which is the console I generally play it on. Now I've got Ghosts for the PlayStation 3, the PlayStation 4, and the Nintendo Wii U. I primarily play it on the PS4 nowadays. So again, I'm speaking almost strictly from a PlayStation 4 player's perspective. I actually don't find Ghosts on the Wii U to be that bad in terms of camping. Now that could be the result of a variety of reasons, chiefest of which I think is probably because the Wii U has a smaller fan base, and thus a smaller player base, whereas the player base for the PlayStation 4 is absolutely massive, and coincidentally filled with campers. Now maybe you guys on the 360 and the Xbox One have a different experience, but again, speaking as a PlayStation 4 player, I notice it all the time. And you know, for the purpose of moderation here, I feel like that wouldn't be a legitimate claim if it didn't happen to me on 99% of the matches and lobbies that I walk into on the PlayStation 4. But all that being said, in the rare occasions I have had some good times playing Call of Duty Ghosts, and these experiences have ultimately led me to the question of whether or not I'm ready to stop playing Call of Duty Ghosts and start playing Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. And that same question is what I present to you guys. Do you guys feel like you're ready for a brand new experience, a brand new Call of Duty? And if you are, why? Are you just ready to be done with Call of Duty Ghosts? Maybe you like Ghosts and you're just looking forward to more of the same. Or maybe you've just seen the potential of what Call of Duty Advanced Warfare could be. If anything, I think that's probably one of the biggest things for me. We haven't really gotten very much gameplay footage from Call of Duty Advanced Warfare yet, so we kind of have to imagine what the game would be like. And in that, I try to imagine things from previous Call of Duties that I liked and that I would like to see return. For example, there's a ton of things in Black Ops 2 that I'd love to see make their way into Advanced Warfare. Just a few of which being replay in theater mode, fun sort of oddball special weapons like the ballistic knives, the crossbow, a deployable riot shield. I thought that was brilliant. I'd definitely love to see more deployable kill streaks like the Dragonfire here or the AGR. Better weapon balance, so you know, not every match turns into a AK-12/Honey Badger/Remington fight. Custom emblems, which I love. You guys may have noticed that mine is Captain Falcon. A better specialist system. I'd love to see the specialist system from Modern Warfare 3 make its way into Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. I can sort of appreciate the attempt Infinity Ward made at trying to balance the class, but overall I think they might have nerfed it a little bit too hard. I do feel like if you're running a specialist class, your final goal should be picking up every single perk in the game. And alright, just taking a moment to tune back into the game here, we are absolutely crushing. It's 151 to 23 right now. And personally, I'm sitting at now 26-0. But anyway, I feel like there are so many things to look forward to with a brand new Call of Duty. And that when I compare those feelings with the experiences that I've had with Call of Duty Ghosts in particular, it just makes me super hopeful that Call of Duty Advanced Warfare is going to be a great game. Honestly speaking, Advanced Warfare just looks like it has so much to offer now. You know, whether it's the exoskeleton thing, or the futuristic weapons, or the simple fact that it could just be an experience that'll push me away from Call of Duty Ghosts. Which brings me back around to the original question of whether or not I'm personally ready for Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. And after considering all the options, past experiences, and how I feel about the Call of Duty franchise as a whole, I honestly feel like I'm ready for Advanced Warfare. And also, that right there is why you either always equip fast mags or check your ammo before you run into the enemy spawn base. That is my one and only death of this game, and it was totally on me, my fault. But taking a look back at this match, we are cleaning house here, 186 to 29. We hold all 3 domination points. I think it's a fair point to say they're probably not going to be catching up from this. Score is currently sitting at 32-1. Gonna pop down to my tried and true spot here and call out this last Dragonfire. See if I can steal a couple kills from that Warthog. But anyway, that's why I feel that I'm personally ready for Call of Duty Advanced Warfare to come out. And again, that's where I take it and turn it around to you guys. Do you think that we as a community are ready for Call of Duty Advanced Warfare? That we're ready to put down ghosts and embrace the next game in the Call of Duty franchise? Looking forward to reading you guys' comments and responses in the comment section below. Anyways, it's about the end of this match here. We did go 200 to 29, with a personal score for me of 34-1. Again, massive thanks to Thunder for allowing me to post this to his channel. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys like this video, feel free to check out my channel where I've got a ton more gaming videos of all types coming soon. Anyways, that's it for this one, guys. Again, big thanks to Thunder, and as always, I am the Black Link. You guys stay frosty.